guys. Love that music. It's a great introduction. Hope everyone's well. It's been a while, but I am SimScott185, and you are very welcome to be joining us live or watching us in the replay. We are streaming on both YouTube and Twitch today, so do say hello if you are watching, and if you're not watching or you're watching this back and you're enjoying it, give it a wee like, hit subscribe if you like what you see. We're on the ground here in Cork, and we've got the MK studio scenery here. You can see in the background. We'll do a little bit of a tour. I've been to Cork Airport once, and it can confirm there's a lot of glass. Just got this scenery, thought it'd be useful to look at. Ooh, it's a aeroplane passing overhead. Yeah, we'll see what it's like as we taxi out. We're heading to the East Midlands today, and we've got some custom scenery there. So we'll head back towards the plane. We're doing this from cold and dark, so should all that's a bit of a tutorial if you've not done this before. This is your first time flying the 737-800 from Pmdg, then you are in for a treat. It is some aircraft. I really like it. Between this and the Phoenix A320, I find it hard to choose, and I'm sure there'll be people who are Boeing, we're not going, and Airbus, some other little ditty, but I like them both, and I don't think you need to choose. I don't think that's fair. So someone's already keen and on the back of the plane. Let's get ourselves in the cockpit. We'll start GSX up. We are on the ground here. We do have some air traffic control. Oh, hello, that was not meant to happen. Let me just resume. Yeah, we got some air traffic control on VATSIM. So I'm hoping, excuse me, hoping that we'll get a bit of coverage as we head over to the East Midlands, and you guys will get a bit of an understanding of sort of what we do here. So GSX just disappeared, that's unhelpful. Let's request boarding. Ooh, not Aer Lingus, no way. So if you've not used GSX before, it is a tool that basically adds a bit of, excuse me, immersion to your flights. So you can see that everyone is gathering around ready to service this Ryanair. I thought it was more realistic to not be on a jetty, because, you know, I don't think Ryanair would pay for that. You can see the bags will come on. Chaps are getting ready to do their thing, so we'll leave them to it. And we're the pilot guys, so we need to focus on that. So we've already connected the ground power, got the battery on, emergency exit lights are on. Let's get up to the top panel, we'll get our IRSs. Ooh, aligning. Come back down here. And now we're already on board, so don't worry about it. Let's go to the FMC. Actually, before we do any of that, let's get the fuel truck over. Got the raw flight plan here for people who are interested. Block fuel 5657. Let's do 5800 and round it up, and we'll request the fuel truck. You can do it through GSX. I fly a lot. I still don't really get it. I think it's just me, just simple. So yeah, let's see what happens. So EICK, that's Cork. Once the IRS says, so we go to this page, grab them, put them in there. Route, I've already downloaded it from SimBrief. Oh, that's unhelpful, isn't it? You need that to be clear. So request that, put it in here. EICK EGNX, select that and request, and that will load right in. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. This will be a nice little flight. Some rugby this afternoon, hopefully. We'll see what the outcome of that is. And yeah, let's load that in. I just want to check something. So yeah, we didn't brighten this panel. It was good to see what you're doing, guys. Got strobes there. We won't start the APU just yet, and we won't do the fuel pumps for the moment. Down here, let's add some light to this panel. This is your radios, and we'll brighten up this main panel as well. You can see everyone coming through some glass over there. That's a health and safety nightmare. Who's in charge? You look like you should be in charge, my friend. But what is going on. Have a look out here. Oh, there's some. Oh gosh, she's had a good night. Stumbling down the there, sampling the Cork nightlife. So let's hit traffic here and traffic here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's all good. Right, we were doing something here, weren't we? Let's activate that. Right, departures. So let's go. Runway 34. Just check that against the ATIS. Landing runway takeoff runway 16 is what they're going for. Interesting. That means I'm going to have to look at my flight plan, aren't I? So. If I can still do this off runway 16. Yeah, sure I can. It just turns into... Oh, can I? No, I don't think I can. This happened last time I think I've flown VATSIM. Let's just do a wee edit to the flight. So, runway 16 years. And then generate flight. Might just disconnect quickly from VATSIM. And then we'll flow that. Show details. Don't mind me guys, just doing something in the background. Flight plan, that's gone in, cool. So that's done, we'll connect back onto VATSIM. Boom. That, let's go here and... Oh, welcome aboard. Unload this one. Oh, it's a bit annoying. Usually I'm quite organised about this stuff. Apologies guys. Hello. Let's do that and close that, and then yeah, that's better. So we're going off 16 and it's the let's fetch the new flight plan. So we're still okay fuel wise. There's a lot to think about here. Let's start fueling. That'll do while everyone's boarding. One thing, what else I need to do? Oh, hello. Let's do that. Close that. Okay. So. Let's, I don't want to say start again, because that'd be harsh, right? But it is kind of starting again. So, FMC. I kind of want to... Hope. Index, that's what I want to do. Position we're good with. Route, I would like to... Quest return. This'll do. He says, want my legs at the moment. So, departure. We're now going off 16. Tismo 1 Sierra. Execute that. Legs. Hello. Departure. Yeah. Where's the Tismo 1 Sierra? That's cool. Arrival into iOS 2.7 at EGNX, and it's the Mallard. Oh, that's confusing, isn't it? Mallard 1 Echo. Cool. So, basically, we're heading towards Tismo. Direct Buffum, which is there, and then the rest of it is all good from there. Yeah, cool. Direct Buffum. And just check some of the detail just to make sure that we are... Yeah, okay. And into Mallard. Ah, cool. I wonder if I can just seeing if I... Yeah, oh, no. I've really broken everything, haven't I? Oh. So everyone's boarded. That's interesting. I'm still trying to work out my route. Right. Let's see what happens here. So, everyone appears to be finished out here, apart from me. Good that everyone boarded quickly, but trust me to be slow. Right. So, let's do this again. Runway 16, Tismo 1 Sierra, execute. Then we go route, departure arrival 27, and it was the Mallard. Let's get that right. Execute. Cool. Well, that all worked. We'll talk about where we are in a minute, guys. That's all good, that's all good, that's all good. Cruising altitude today is 350. 292 at 46. Still pretty windy in the UK. Reserves of fuel 12.7. Cost index 70. That's coming from up here. Transition altitude certainly isn't going to be that high because we're in the UK. 60 is what it is per the ATIS, so 6,000. And we're on QNH 1027. Just see if the fuel is still on board. No, it's still going, so we won't do our proper weight and balance just yet. What was that lovely QNH that I just read? 1027, quite high pressure. Okay, 1027. Cool. The departure, just so we can get that all sorted in our heads now, 164 degrees. So we're just putting this in the course indicator. 164. Initial climb is 5,000. We'll see if we get a different kind of clearance. There we go. And the heading is... Let's do 160 for the runway. 160. Oh, don't want to do that. Right, directors on. Nice. Okay, cool. So, looks like we are the only peeps here, which is good. I will put the parking brake on so we don't roll away, and I did not want to click you. There is air traffic control on, so Shannon Centre is Dublin, Cork. Yeah, okay, cool. So 131.150. Let's come down here. 131. What was it? 150. Let's go up through the numbers. Pop that over. And just so you guys know where we're at, because you might be curious, we're over here on the main apron, and what I haven't got up at the moment is the parking, which is here. So we're actually on stand 11, which is easy to see because you can see it's that big number 11 there. And we're expecting 1.6, so we'll be pushing back short taxi around to Alpha, right? So not too bad. Let's get the fuel pumps running. And we'll also start our APU. All the accents. Perfect. Now, have my RS light? Yes, they have. Cool. And so we're cruising at what? 350. It always looks really retro, this panel, to me. 350, and if you want to know what your landing altitude is, it's on the airport map. And if I flip this around, oh, he says, you can see airport elevation 306. So 300 is close enough. There we go. You can see the APU kicked in. So we can move on to that. We'll turn on APU bleed and put on some air conditioning. That means we can do a couple of things. To ground services, we can release ground power. Also remove the chocks. And that means the fuel truck should be detaching as well. There we go. Someone's arrived! Look, a Ryanair. Welcome! Oh. Bye-bye. So, information Charlie, stand 11, 737-800 is what we are, and then we're expecting the dismal ones here. That's cool. Nice. Shan Control, very good afternoon. Ryanair 185 with you is on stand 11 at Cork. We have Charlie. Request clearance is filed to East Midlands. At East Midlands on the Tismal 1 Sierra, runway 16, stop climb 5,000 feet and squawk 6603. Ryanair 185. Cool. That's always nice to talk to someone. So, 6603. Cool. So, we'll ask for pushback, but we won't do anything. Oop, there's someone. Oh, what we haven't done though is our zero fuel weight. There we go. That's stepping on everyone. So 150 is V2. And it's 5.74. Oh, there. Interesting. Ryanair 185 is ready for push and start. Push start approved, QNH 1029, Ryanair 185. 1027, Ryanair 185. That was silly, should have just asked for that. Which way do we want to face? That is a good question. So I'm going to go with north. Let's see what she does. This could be absolutely horrendous, but let's see what happens. Also put on a anti-collision, because you don't want to bump into anyone. Have a little look out the window. There's the Ryanair in the distance that landed just that we saw. A little bit cloudy in Cork. So, to start the engines in the 737, keep APU bleed on, turn off the packs, turn that to ground, and what you see is this dial going up, and when it gets to around 20, we click in some fuel. There we go. Not sure what all that clattering around is, but we're starting to turn. Perfect. So yeah, this is custom scenery for Cork. Looks pretty decent. That click is the engine starter clicking out, so that means it's formed its goal. So again, left one starting up, and then when it gets to 20, we'll in the these are for your flight number, so we are 185. Oh, too distracted. Quite like that. Pretty loud. So, until we give them the confirmation, which we can. Yes, we do. Alright. So much passion. So, what we also need to do over here is a bit of flaps. Wow. That was a lot. Good. If you're listening live, bet your speakers just blew. So, we're just putting in the auto throttle, VNAV and LNAV. Put strobe and steady on. Flick over to this. Air conditioning unit off and off. Wait for a little wave of the flag. She'll give us a wee wave, and then off we go. And then we're here, we're just going out to Alpha, basically. Ryanair 185 is ready for taxi. Alpha, hold short, runway 16, Ryanair 185. Boom. Alright, let's get out of here. Quite like my parking brake to go off, that'd be good, guys. Wouldn't it? That'd be a nice thing, guys. Oh, there, we're off, okay, good. There's some quirks. There's always quirks in the flight sim world. So yeah, let's get out of here, guys. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely weekend. Weather's got a lot colder here in the UK. But otherwise, beautiful day outside. Beautiful day. Or takeoff, flaps are green light, stabilizer trim is done. Move that down, look at that, oh, amazing. Oop, hold short on the lines there. Ryanair 185 is holding Alpha ready for departure, runway 16. Go for takeoff, runway 16, Ryanair 185. Cool. So, let's get the lights on. This is going to be a sharp left turn after departure. Let's get out of here, guys. Is that Ryanair? Check one. Oh, still on the center line. What a treat. Oh, look at this runway. It's so a ski jump. Gear can come up. Lovely part of the world, this. Let's stick in the autopilot. Start that left turn that we know we were going to do. Some of the sounds are really good in the Pmdg. Same with the Phoenix, right? They're much of a muchness. It's 1,000 feet to go. All those nervous flyers out there, you'll see that the engines throttle back after takeoff. And that's because there's speed limits in the sky. So you can't go above 250 knots below 10,000 feet. This simulator's looking brilliant. So we're waiting our next climb. A little bit choppy. Hopefully we'll get further climb soon. If not, we'll ask for it. But you don't know if there's like people around, if there's aircraft that might be nearby. Ryanair is holding 5,000 feet on QNH 1027. Unrestricted climb to flight level 350, Ryanair 185. Cool. So, let's do that, and let's do out into vent. And it's flight level, so don't forget it. Once you put 350 in here, press this little button here, and you get standard standard pressure settings. So it should be too long, guys. It's about an hour's flight over to East Midlands. You hear those engines ripping up. Bit quieter behind the engines. Nice one. So, just climbing. When we get through 2,000 feet, we are 2,000? 10,000 feet. After takeoff checklist, so engine bleeds are on. I don't know if I know what that is, but that's fine. Packs are on auto, which they are auto. Everything's auto. And the gear up and off. That's there. Flaps are up, no lights. Woo. Nice. And we're above 10,000 feet, so let's turn the lights off. Cool. It's the co-pilot seeing. Beautiful. Lovely views. Wow. that hurt. Let's get some charts ready. So, it's not a long flight, so you want to get yourself prepped for a few things. Oh, one thing I didn't do is forecasts. We can request winds. So we load those in. Let's get those. Nice. So that gives you your descent profile. So, where are we coming in via Malad 270. 270. Then Ampit, Knockin, flight level 200. Then Nugra. 250 at Vega. And then Dipso 220, rock up 220 at 8,000, and then we'll get vectored from there. Perfect, we're all good. Who knows, some guy. But you're watching it, that's the main thing, right? You're like, we can have a conversation. I don't know, mate. It's difficult to get noticed. There's a lot of good streamers out there, but I just enjoy streaming. But welcome to the stream, some guy. Looking pretty good, the scenery outside. Just got to pretend you're pressing your face against the window and this is not some sort of gap you're going to go out of. So, we've also got to get ourselves set up for the approach. Decision height, we can either do 50 feet if we're using the Cat 3 or Cat 2. It's not us, just gotta listen. Let's do radios. Let's do 101. 101, 101. And then down here, you've got the 268 degrees, 109.35. Flip that. Flip that. It's all about getting ahead of the airplane, guys, and then you can relax as you come into land. 268 degrees, 268 degrees. Let's get the course put in. 268. And it's good to do it at this stage of the flight because it gets very busy as you start to descend into the actual airport you're coming in to land on. So I'd always recommend get it in early. You can then just check it as you go through. Much easier. That should have been pressed before we took off, but such is life. Ah, no way, some guy. Hopefully you can fix it It's a great simulator, right? It's decent. I use this in X-Plane 12, and you'll get people who think one's better than the other, but they're great. It's great we have the choice. But yeah, hopefully you get it sorted, some guy. Like, if you get on the forums, people will be willing to help you. It might just be a bad install. You might have to have another go at it, but don't lose the faith. It's worth it. Yeah, nice one, some guy. Hopefully it works for you, mate. It's a it's good. Bit of cloud up here, but nothing too bad. Yeah, cool. So, if you're new to the Pmdg or the 737, even that, top of climb, here. Top of descent, here. We basically go up and then down. And then we'll get our descent into East Midlands. Seeing you there is awesome. It's really special, I like it, so hopefully you guys will too. Ah, don't worry, some guy. It's fine. Maybe it's a slow burn. Most of my videos get like a decent number after I've streamed, so that's okay. But yeah. Hopefully they're useful, right? Even if you're watching back just as a bit of a tutorial. And I haven't flown the 737-800 on stream in a long time, so this is really good. Sweet. Bounce along. Some little fluffy clouds. The scenery just looks pretty awesome at the moment. Just bounce around on the nose. Ah, thanks, some guy. Welcome to the team. Have a look around, mate. If there's videos you like, anything you want me to do, just leave it under the comments, leave it in chat, and I'm very happy to try things. To do some general aviation. We've flown all sorts on this channel. That person's flying VFR into Dublin. A lot of visual reporting points, which in a simulator is difficult to do. What else do we have here that we can play with while we're waiting for our descent? Not a lot, really. Still set up. Loving these seats. We have our sun visor in the back, but we don't need that at the moment. That sounds like a pilot issue rather than ATC. Yeah, you don't need to know every button, some guy, like, and you get used to it. Like, you just start to play with things, right? Just clicking them. When I was learning on this, I just had a YouTube video on my iPad, had the sim up, and I would just copy the flights. But now I kind of know what they do now. But yeah, it's a lot, right? But these are just radios down here, just fail safes, right? You've got two, so you've got one here, one here. They do exactly the same thing. Same here. It's your transponder, some lights. So this bit's not too bad. This is obviously your throttles. Yeah. Not like the clock button, mate. If you can figure that one out, you're fine. And if you can pick some of these, play around with them, you're not going to crash. So we are pretty much coming over Dublin, which is down there. Which is why it's getting a bit busier, airspace-wise. One 135-580, thanks, Ryanair 185. Cool. Someone new to talk to. 135. $580, I think it was, right? Yeah, that makes sense. 135-580. 135. I don't think I read that back properly. 850. 135. Oh no, it is 580. Now I'd be wondering where I am. Where's that? There we go. No, some guy. It's the same. It's just an upgrade to the original game, so it's the same. And everyone who had the original version got it upgraded for free. Let's just wait for a gap here. Always really busy on London. You've got to find a gap. London, Ryanair 185 with you, flight level 350. Mallard 1 Echo, Ryanair 185. Cool. No, it shouldn't be some guy. It's like it's just an upgrade that comes with the actual game itself. So shouldn't be that. You've downloaded everything. Everything should be smooth, but I'd say if you've got the refund and you're gonna redo it again, then see what happens, right? It's a long download though. I don't envy you. It's a lot of work. Anyway, that was just confirmation from London Control that we are getting the Mallard 1 Echo, which is this chart here, and it's Mallard, which is here, and then we go all the way into our rock up. So we'll see what happens. Is it just turning towards the UK now? UK, England. Geography, never a strong point here. Look at those graphics though. The old RTX 4090 coming into its own. That sounds like a problem. So I think even with my internet, it took like you could be looking at like 4 or 5 hours with the Microsoft servers. So it might have just been something that was corrupted, right? But hopefully it will be okay. Uh-oh. Oh no. Yeah, it's a big old download, some guy. It's worth it though, but yeah. Continue on present heading 094, Ryanair 185. Yeah, it sounds like something went wrong. But try again. You might be pleasantly surprised. It's starting to get busy. So, he was asking for our heading, and it's because we have this person coming towards us, who's 1,000 feet below us. Yeah, keep going with it, some guy. Right. Where's that person hurtling towards us? Serious. That white streak there. So you will get a view off the left-hand side of the aircraft of this chap, or lady, sexist, flying right by the window. Ah, you can hear the ATC. That's rubbish, isn't it? That's strange. Let me see if I can change that. Oh. At level 270, Ryanair 185. Ah, you must be wondering who I'm talking to then. Apologies then. Apologies for that. Right, let me try and fix this quickly, but you might get a bit of a blank screen, but I promise it won't be for long. 1 second. Right. Bear with.
Easy 728 Mike, contact Scottish on 133.875. Goodbye now.
Scottish 133.875, easy 728 Mike, check.
Right. Let me know if you can hear that now,
Ryanair
guys.
46 Sierra November, contact London 128.130.
If it's too loud, let me know and I will turn things down, but hopefully that's better.
130 for Ryanair,
Yeah, there we go,
46
some
Sierra
guy.
November,
Sorry about
bye-bye.
that.
KLM 641, contact Shannon
missed all the Irish chat.
131.150.
131.150, kind of 641.
It's a bit annoying.
Tomjet 9 Bravo Delta, contact Shannon 131.150. Tomjet 9 Bravo Delta, contact Shannon 131.150.
Nobody's listening to this man, and that's frustrating for him.
Tomjet 9 Bravo Delta, bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Max 2 November Charlie is 5 miles south of top of descent.
Blue Max 2 November Charlie, unfortunately there's nothing further now, so monitor Unicom on 122.8. Goodbye.
Switching to Unicom 122.8, thank you, bye-bye.
Easy 565 Lima, flight level 320.
Easy 565 Lima, London Control, hello, route direct Ribble.
Redirect Ribble, East 565 Lima.
Shamrock 61 Victor, resume own navigation direct NAPEX.
Roger, direct navigation and Apex 61 Victor.
Ryanair 185, I seem to remember you told me your heading was 094, but you seem to have turned right. So just in future, when you're told to continue your present heading, that means you need to switch to heading mode and fly the heading.
My bad, apologies. Want me back on 094?
Ryanair 185, doesn't matter now. You can resume your own navigation direct to knock-in and descend flight level 200.
Knock-in flight level 200, apologies, Ryanair 185.
And confirm direct knock-in, please.
Direct knock-in, Ryanair 185.
Thank you. Shamrock 60 Golf,
he's not
contact
happy.
London on 128.130. Bye-bye.
Over to London 128.130 for Shamrock 60 Golf, thanks, bye-bye.
Bye now. Ryanair 1 Alpha Foxtrot, resume your own navigation direct to Mike Charlie Tango. Stop your climb initially, flight level 340.
Direct to Mike Charlie Tango and stop climb initially, flight level 340, Ryanair 1 Alpha Foxtrot.
Nordic 806, Scottish. Sorry, London.
So, direct knock-in, flight level 200 is what we're doing now, guys. Well, sometimes you don't get it right? And that was weird, yeah. I got asked to report my heading, and I didn't stay on it. That's weird. Oh well, we learn.
KLM 643, route direct Olgon.
Say again, wait, what again?
Direct Olgon.
Direct to Ogun, KLM 643.
London Control, Nordic 806, 18 nautical miles out of Frank, Capital 350.
Nordic 806, hello there, climb flight level 370.
Contact level 370, Nordic 806.
Triple 7 tail request for the descent to meet top restrictions.
Who was that calling?
Shuttle 7 Hotel.
Shuttle 7 Hotel, sorry, I thought I Took you to Unicom, my bad. Monitor Unicom 1228.
Gonna come now, thank you. Good luck.
Someone just tried to check in, I think, but I didn't hear anything other than just...
Super busy.
Was someone calling London?
London Control, Ryanair 255, up to you, flight level 50.
Ryanair 255, hello, climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, Ryanair 255.
Ryanair 1 Alpha Foxtrot, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Ryanair Foxtrot.
Easy 5685, London. KLM 643, contact Shannon Control 131.150, goodbye now.
131.15, Shannon Control, KLM 643, thank you, goodbye.
Ryanair 185, descend flight level 150.
Down to flight level 150, Ryanair 185.
Nordic 806, it's a Disit 1 Golf arrival for Gatwick.
Definitely do what I'm told now. Ooh.
Ryanair 255, Listo 1 Charlie arrival for City.
So 1 Charlie arrival for City, on Ryanair 255.
Yeah. You can hear the ATC now, some guy. You heard me get told off.
Two stations there. First we'll go Blue Max 77 Juliet Yankee. Hello there. Climb now. Flight level 240.
Assuming you can hear the ATC, right? It's coming through okay?
And easy 5685. Hello there. Fly heading 250 degrees and descend flight level 60.
250 and flight level 60. Easy 5685.
Shamrock 61 Victor, contact London Control on 128.130. Bye bye.
128.130. Bye.
Massively exposed. That's
Bye
not
now.
listening. Good lesson though.
London, good afternoon, Air France 18 Golf Golf to Party Newcastle.
It's also just gets busy, right? If it's quieter, they're usually a bit more relaxed about those sort of
Golf
things.
London,
But,
hello there. Report your
not
requested level.
today.
Request flight level 3506 is Air France 18 Golf Golf.
Air France 18 Golf Golf, roger for now. Climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, Air France 18 Golf.
Blue Max 77 Juliet Yankee, route direct Digma.
Anyway, we're back on track. It's all good.
Ryanair 185, descend flight level 80.
Flight level 80, Ryanair 185.
Ryanair 1 Alpha Foxtrot, just crossing traffic left to right 1,000 feet above, then I'll get you climb to cruise.
2 Foxtrot, we have the traffic inside.
Ryanair 4 Papa Tango, request taxi.
Ryanair 4 Papa Tango, just double check you've got squawk 6355,
So-
then taxi order by Alpha 1.
Preparation for landing, we'll go auto brake 2. Come down
Taxi,
to our
Alpha 1,
FMC.
Alpha Squawk, Ryanair 4
Now
Papa
we'll
Tango.
do flaps
Easy
40, 142
5685,
is the
descend
approach
to
speed.
4,000 feet, QNH 1027, it's a straight and approach for 23 right.
Straight and approach 23 right, QNH, could you repeat QNH and down to 4,000.
Is 1027 hectopascal.
1027, easy 5685.
Easy 565 Lima Europe, indicating flight level 322 on my end now. Could you just double check that you have standard pressure set, please?
I thought Finnair were alright, some guy, but maybe not. Need to try 'em. I think they look pretty good in terms of
Station
the
calling
outside.
unreadable, I'm afraid. That was very, very quiet.
London Control, Japan to 10 Charlie, level 350, exit my staff from both sides.
He is quite quiet, that guy.
A bit better, yeah. It's very faint though. Japan Air 275 Charlie, hello. It's a Nugra 1 hotel arrival for Heathrow.
Nugra 1 hotel arrival for Heathrow, Japan to 10 Charlie.
Easy 565 Lima London.
Oh, really? You're not selling it, some guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Easy 565 Lima London Control. Are you still there? Easy 5685. On that heading, when you're established on the localizer, runway 23 right, descend with glide.
Descend with glide when on localizer, Easy 5685.
Ryanair 1 Alpha Foxtrot, climb, flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, running 1 Alpha Foxtrot.
So, we've been assigned stand 10. So, I wonder if we can do a shit.
Nordic 806, when you're ready, descend flight level 290.
When we're ready, descend flight level 290, Nordic 806.
Still a bit to go.
Good afternoon, London, contract 413, flight level 350 direct Liffey.
Contract 413, London
Yeah,
Control,
not yet.
hello there. Good afternoon. Route direct Mike Charlie Tango.
Route direct Mike Charlie Tango, contract 413.
Japan Air 275 Charlie, route direct Nogra.
Route direct Nogra, some high Charlie.
Ryanair 185, nothing further into East Midlands, I'm afraid. Monitor Unicom on 122.8.
12.8, and apologies again. Ryanair 185.
Most welcome.
London Control is 81 November Bravo, 5,000 feet.
Blueberry juice.
Easy 81 November Bravo, London, hello. Climb now, flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Easy 81 November Bravo.
Blue Max 77 Juliet Yankee confirmed
Everyone
240 is
get
the
involved in
final
the chat
requested
on
level
the,
today.
240 final.
Thank you.
So that 122.8. And I guess we could vector ourselves in, but why don't we do... Oh, Draco Cloud. Alright, we'll do that. Welcome Finn with the skeleton in chat. Let's get that out. So we're on our own now. Peaceful. And... there is other aircraft coming in front of us. Right, so what we could do here is do that and that, and we're coming from rock up and execute that. Oh, that's weird. Oh, hello. 1 second. No, let's not do that. That was all a bit silly. Let's do level change. Don't know what happened there. I was trying to put in the where are we? Dipso. Let's go direct rock up at the moment. And do that. Up to there. Execute. Lovely. Yeah, I saved up a bit for it, mate. It was, it's expensive, right? But it's worth it. So, I've been mightily thrown off my stride. We're going to do a little, what can we describe as a loop here, and then we'll descend ourselves down towards the runway. let's do vertical speed. Actually, let's just do a level change. That'll do. Do about 240 knots. Trying to butter a Ryanair, right? We'll see. So that is, I kind of faffed that approach a little bit, but we're just descending here, and that's all good. So we do the loop here around to the right, and then we'll get ourselves established on finals. It's QNH 1026, which we'll plug in. High pressure. And we'll call standard. Nice. You can see we're just getting dizzy, going around in circles. And we'll just do our own vectoring onto the iOS. Okay, we want stand 10. And we'll get that one there. You can see we got the spoilers out. And that's just to help lose a little bit of height. Continue down to 3000. What we can do is we're trying to get back on profile here. So you can see it's starting to come in. This needle will start to get to the it'll level off in the middle, and then we'll be back on track. So it's starting to come in. See there. And when it gets slightly above, we'll click NVNav again, round about. Oh. Cool. Take out the speed brake. Airport's sort of over in that direction. Cool. Well, that was all very dizzy. I'll just fit to myself now because we're just going around in circles, aren't we? Let's go towards here. Just a couple of stages of flaps. And we know we're going into stand 10, which is... So we're going to land on 27. And then we'll hopefully exit roundabout Mike. And then stand 10 is down here. So we'll probably enter via Romeo and then come down that way. See what we can do landing wise after a fairly uneventful flight, but some interesting elements to it. Bit of wind. The METAR, or where we're heading to, it's literally 280 at 10 knots down the runway. QNH is 1026, which we've got. It's CAPELLIX. It's chilly though, 11 degrees. Cold. And we already did our checks, but we can do a last check here on the iOS. So we've got 268 degrees, which is 268, 268, 109.35, 109.35. That matches the charts. We're going around 3000 and then a right turn to the to head back towards the airplane. Towards the airplane? The airport. Start angling ourselves in a little bit. Slow ourselves down. You can see an airplane going over the top here. Slow ourselves down to about 180 knots. We skip along. Oh, there's our shadow. That's cool. Golf course down there. Lovely autumn. Are we in autumn still? Winter's probably winter, right? Winter's day. Turn onto our base leg. It got some snow. Sweden as well. Yeah, it's getting cold here, which is fine. If it's cold and it's sunny, it's good flying weather. Otherwise, it can be a bit chilly. Okay, so we'll start our turn to intercept the localizer. flights coming in now actually, so get our stage of flaps in. A little bit through the centre line, but the airplane will correct for that. East Midlands traffic, Ryanair 185 is on a 9-mile final, runway 27, East Midlands traffic. So that's just cold calling on the Unicorn frequency to let people know we're coming in. Slow down to 160. And we'll drop the gear to help us. And our approach speed, if you don't see it before, we're looking for 142 knots at 40 flaps. Normally when you come in, someone will give you a speed to 4 DME, so this is the distance to the runway, and they'll give you usually 160 to 4, so you keep 160 knots till 4 DME, and then you basically slam on the brakes and try and land, which is probably what we'll try and do here. Got a bit of a crosswind though, you can see, coming in from the right, so we're crabbing towards the runway. Some great scenery. So we're landing in East Midlands. We've got the, I think it's the Pyreegue, I want to say, scenery. Looks awesome. Anyway, that's 4 DME, so let's slam on our brakes to get to 142. And we'll go full flaps as well. Cool. So 1,000 feet, we'll take over.
1,000.
Nice. So I'm flying it in now, which is where you'll get a bit of a laugh about how easy this is to land as an airplane. But the scenery looks really good. Crabbing in against that wind, which is never easy when you're in a simulator. It's much better people at doing this than me. Kind of flying it visually now, just looking for that touchdown point.
100.
And we'll continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
That'll do. Engage reversers. The scenery's awesome. Always good to look at the cockpit while you're reverse thrusting. #1 rule. So at 60 knots, we'll disengage the reversers, disengage the auto brake, and we're in the rollout phase. Welcome to East Midlands, everyone. That was alright. Pretty happy with that. So, continue our rollout, and this is Mike we're coming up to. Actually, I might have gone past Mike. Let's have a look. We did go past Mike. We had too much fun. We just want to use the runway more. Oh, thanks, some guy, yeah. Yeah. What you pay on Ryanair, you know, just normally get told to strap yourself in. Anyway, welcome guys. Thank you for sticking with it. Got to see me being told off by ATC, quite rightly too, for not listening properly. Just bring in these and bring up the flaps. Trying to run into the grass. Turn off the runway lights. Turn off the turn off lights, and we'll start the APU as well. Cool. So heading towards stand 10. We had a little look before, but for those who maybe weren't there with us then, we're gonna taxi down here, join at Romeo, and then stand 10 is in here. So Romeo's here. Come in here, and in stand 10. Don't need that anymore. I'm gonna feel very brave and try and do this from memory. Turn off the auto brake. APU is started up. APU bleed comes on. So yeah, scenery is awesome. It's just really detailed. I'm trying to go too fast so you can actually see it. It's super good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that would happen. Turn off the transponder as well. And yeah, we'll get ourselves parts up. So yeah, if you haven't flown the Pmdg 737 series, I would thoroughly recommend it. They are great airplanes. Pretty quiet here at East Midlands. Cool. So you can see the sign on the left here telling us that Romeo is our next right. So we'll come in here. Now, ATC, I mean, you can see what it's like. And today I was one of them because I didn't listen properly, but when people are sort of just taking off or they're not listening, it's pretty stressful for them, right? They're trying to enjoy their hobby. You really got to be confident you know what you're doing. And even though I got a bit of a slight telling off, I'm pretty sure it wasn't dangerous, right? It wasn't like taking off without clearances. And you just apologise and you get on with it, but some people just, I don't think really understand it. Anyway, this is our stand, guys. I hope you guys have really enjoyed it. Some guy, thanks for sticking with us. Welcome. Really good to have another subscriber, and do join us again. Work's pretty busy at the moment, so I'm trying to stream when I can. But it's been great having you for the company here. Thank you for picking up the ATC sounds. I wouldn't have known that without you. We could have had a very quiet stream. Let's just get our booster seat on and see what we're doing here before we... There we go, that'll do. Hit the brake on. Which is what this person is asking for. And then they usually give you a little, is it bow of the head? Yeah, I'll put the brake in. We're good. That's on. We can turn the engines off. See, get a little bow. Lovely. And then we'll request deboarding. That's helpful, Stuart. There we go. Always helpful to switch over to the APU. So yeah. Let's see if we can get the deboarding going. It might not. It can be a bit glitchy. And this person here seems to think we still haven't parked. But we definitely have. Nick, I can show her. It says 737-800. Yep. Stop doing your yoga. Look, it says 737-800 and we're right on it pretty much. And I've turned the engines off. Parking brakes on. Cool. Well, don't deboard me. Why not? What I'm going to do is I'm going to restart EGNX. And then, in theory, it'll do it properly. What do we need to do though while we're here? We can clean the airplane up. Taxi light can come off. APU's on, we're still using that. We can, see if this works now.
178 holding short of runway 33.
Let's do Swissport. Ground services. Put some chocks in. Request ground power. Up here, this will ping on in a minute. There we go. Ground power. We can turn off the APU then. Turn off the APU bleed. And if we come outside and right ourselves, you can see us deboarding. So like, I'll let you guys watch this. It's been an absolute pleasure. You got to see me looking a bit silly, which is always, you know, part of the streaming, and we'll do another one soon. But really appreciate you guys' company, and have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll let this go. Cheers guys, enjoy it. Thanks for joining me.
178 holding short of runway 33.
Cheers some guy, bye bye.